That's what not being focused looks like. Just looking around and being zoning out, right? This episode is about focus. And what do we got to do to focus on the task at hand, on the day in front of us, in the week, the month, the year in front of us? Focus on what we want and what we need to do to provide, to make some money, to improve, all of that stuff. And I heard some of you know that I do in fact have a business coach. And the other day we were talking about some things, and she made me aware of something that I never really thought of, that I thought was really, really fascinating. And it's kind of about focus. Or it's basically, you ever feel like you're a klutz or really clumsy or always tripping over yourself, tripping over things, hitting your head, hitting your just being clumsy, right? What does that mean? Does that mean that you're just awkward or you're uncoordinated? A lot of people, they say, oh, I'm just uncoordinated, I'm not an athlete, I'm this, I'm that. They chalk it up to just that. And what she kind of made me aware of was that in fact is not really the case. What the case is that you're not, we'll call it focus, we'll call it being present in the moment, right? And when most of the time when you hear the phrase being present in the moment, it's like some really intimate situation between you and another person, maybe your spouse or your child, or that you're there physically but your mind is somewhere else and you're not present in the moment. And all that is absolutely true, but it's also true when you're just walking down the street, or when you're just sitting in a chair, or when you're getting out of your car or getting into your car, or any of that kind of stuff, walking down the aisle of the groceries with a grocery cart. And focusing and being present in that moment, whatever moment that is is almost critical to your health, to your physical health. Because if your mind is constantly racing and always cluttered and full of stuff that has nothing to do with what you're doing in that very moment, the chances of you bumping your head or tripping over a chair or a toy or something like that are exponentially higher, right? Now, listen, we don't have to walk around so laser focused on the step we're taking in front of ourselves, not to step on a hoverboard or something like that. But at the same point, to kind of keep your mind loosely clear so that you can at least get through the day and get through what you're doing, kind of in a focused way, and not so cluttered where you keep on getting distracted and going off on tangents, and inevitably metaphorically bumping your head and hitting your head. So how do we do that? How do we focus? How do we I think that there is, so to this point, I think that there's focus. There's like your general focus and just being present in the moment and present in what you're doing and aware of your surroundings, and not bumping your head. And then there's individual task focus and individual results or goals or something like that focused, and being laser focused on getting that done and taking the actions and doing the things necessary to take you down that road and get that thing done. Whether it is completing your continuing education for something, which I just finished up, right? Or is it inputting an order in the computer and getting the job packet together? Is it inputting a listing on the MLS? Is it negotiating a contract? Is it preparing to negotiate a contract with somebody? Because just because this is a big deal, right? I'm going to talk about this for a second. Let's talk real estate. You've got an offer, right? You got the offer, it was sent to you, here's hard paper, right? It's not an email. You got a hard paper offer that you got to present to your client, who's the seller. What are you going to do? Are you going to you got the offer right this second, you're going to call them right away and just read it? No, you got to prepare. You got to focus. You got to focus on what you got. You gotta study it, you gotta prepare, and you gotta come up with a strategy on how you're gonna present it. And that all relies on laser focus. You can't do that if you're going to be doing something else over here, and then you're going to be checking your phone. Here's my phone. And then you're going to be taking a phone call, and you're going to be inputting something over here, whatever. You're going to make your coffee. And no, you got to like shut the door, turn off the lights, and focus on this offer and that offer only, and present it in the most perfect way, in the best light, to move it along towards agreement and acceptance, and get that offer done, get that deal closed, make some money, and go to Disney World, right? That's what it's all about. So, but you got to focus. So 2 points to this episode on focus: being present in the moment, being aware of your surroundings, being present, and being laser focused on that task or that goal, on what you got to get done, being prepared for it. Focus on the preparation, focus on the task, and you're going to get the result. I hope that was some value. Remember, there's a little red button over there. Don't forget to click on that and be a subscriber. We'll talk to you guys real soon.